Hey everybody, it's Sara from softflexcompany.com, and we are going to be having a great day today. We've got our spring cleaning outfit on. We are cleaning out our warehouse, so we have added some really great new items to our outlet shop. We've added some really great new items to our closeouts, and we're going to have some extra special discounts on those and talk a little bit about that this week. And we're going to make a quick and easy pair of earrings today. So we've got a lot going on. Let me flip over now that you guys are gathering. Let me flip on my camera here and we will get started. Hey friends, so nice to see you. I had a great vacation. I missed all of you. I missed beading. I didn't do almost any beading for my whole vacation. I'm the reverse of most people. I bead less on vacation and more in my work life. But it was nice. We did a lot of sprucing up in my house, and now we're carrying that forward into the business and doing some spring cleaning at softflexcompany.com. And so what that means for you is we're going to have some new items going into closeout today. I have a list of them to talk about. And we also have some new items that went into outlet. And I think they're going to really be interesting items for you. So the new closeout items that you'll find today are the draw plate. We have our 30-foot lengths of Econo Flex Pro Econo Flex. We're keeping the 15-foot spools, but we're putting the 30-foot spools in closeout because people buy them in 15-foot lengths. So we've decided we're going to go to just one length in that particular product. So you can find that in the closeouts. The .010 and .014 Econo Flex colors, so plum, steel, what are those colors? There's like a blue, a plum, a spring green. There's a really beautiful cinnamon red. You can find those in closeout now in the 010 and 014 diameters. And the lucky earring kit that I did around St. Patrick's Day, there's a few of those left. Those went into closeout, so they are on discount. And the red passion bead strand, which was from our passion kit that we had earlier this year. So these items are already going to be discounted 10 to 30% off because they're on closeout. And then this week, in order to knock some of them out, we are doing an extra 10% off. It'll be automatic. You just put it in your shopping cart. The extra discount should appear there. In addition, we also found a bunch of findings. I've been on a mission to streamline our findings at SoftFlex, and I've been working on it for about a year, which sounds crazy, but when you've had a business for 30 years, it's 30 years now, things get a little wild. Sometimes someone bought one thing and they bought a million of them for some reason. And we've had a million of them for 25 years. Sometimes people buy things as samples just to see, is this going to work for us? And it comes in and we say, oh no, that's not going to work for a regular general category of shopping. And so for whatever reason, it gets stuffed into a closet, and then I come along years later and unearth it. So I unearthed a bunch of findings sometime last year. There are head pins, eye pins, and lots of different jump rings. We're focused on the 6mm jump rings. There's a few different textures, and there's few different types of metal. So you might find them in copper and gold and silver color, but we know nothing about them other than what we can see ourselves. And so that is why Carmen's asking, can I have the discount if I already placed my order? It depends on when you placed your order, Carmen. Did you place your order this morning? And does it apply to the items that I'm talking about? But we can definitely, if you want to email info@softflexcompany.com, you can talk with one of our customer care representatives, and they can, I'm sure, help you out to figure out if your order could be applied, a discount could be applied to your order. So mostly 6mm jump rings. It's going to be in a lot of different metal tones and a lot of different textures. Those are all going into the outlet because we don't know a lot about them. We don't know the exact type of metal that they are. They're all in working order. They're all in good condition. So we want to get them out to you, but we wanted to do it in a safe, manner, since we don't know a ton about them. And so you'll find them in outlet. We marked them 50% off of what we think is the retail price from doing some research. And then we're giving you an additional 10% this week. So we're trying to knock some of the inventory out and get it out the door because we just don't need it sitting in our closet for another 25 years. It's insane, right? So you can find, Thomas is saying Raiders of the Lost jewelry components. I do feel a little bit like that. So you'll find some 22 gauge eye pins in silver, some 20 gauge head pins in silver and copper with like the nail head pins, some 6mm jump rings in a variety of metals and textures. We also added some 30-foot outlet 014 and 019 sterling silver. Now, I want to be really clear. This is not going to be the bright sterling silver that you're used to seeing. In fact, I think it's got a lot more dark spots than even the gold, which is an outlet. So I haven't gotten my eyes on the product myself, but I do know that I've been told it's fairly dark, and we need to work on our description, Thomas, since you're here, description to make it a little bit more clear what's going on with the wire, but it's not going to be your bright, brilliant silver. And that's why it's marked 50% off and it's an outlet. So there is something different about it, and it isn't going to be returnable either. The outlet items we aren't taking back because we try to give you as much information as we can. And we try to give you a nice, clear picture where we can so that you can know what you're purchasing. And these items are up to 50% off regularly. And then we're doing that additional 10% this week for spring cleaning. So one more thing, as if that wasn't enough, we are also going to be, unfortunately, saying goodbye to my old friend, Appraise. Appraise is going to be discontinued. And so it is our curated color of the month. Kristen has put together a category of items that match this beading wire. We're going to take a closer look at it when I switch over to my regular screen here. And Appraise is 15% off on all lengths, 10, 30, and 100 foot spools, I believe. And then we're doing an extra 20% off this week in the whole curated color category. So any item in there will get an additional 20% off, even if it's already marked down. And there are some things in there that are marked down, like Appraise beads and whatnot, that will match the wire. So no coupon necessary for anything I've talked about today. All of it should show when you put the item in your cart. It should be automatic. And it is for retail and guests only. If you are a designer and you are going to get a better deal by checking out as a guest, then check out as a guest and you can get the better deal. If you log in as a designer, then you're going to get your designer discounts, which are pretty good all on their own. What else do I need to say? Oh, so much going on. So back from vacation and just jumping in full force. Let's switch over to my demo camera and let's take a closer look at some things here. And I just wanted to check back and see if we've got any comments I need to answer. I see Carmen got her question answered. Hello, everybody. Hi, Julie and Kimberly and Debbie. It's so nice. Hey, Robin. So nice to see all of you here with me. So Appraise was our color in our egg hunt design kit, right? We just used it. It's in one of our most beloved trios, our egg hunt trio, which is the purple, the Appraise, and the turquoise. It is a beautiful color, but it is a little bit difficult for people to visualize how to use it because it is a green. I think green's always a little tough. People get a little nervous about greens. And this one is kind of a bright green, great for spring, absolutely beautiful to work with, but I think people get a little bit worried about it. And so we're gonna take a closer look at it today in this design that I made with my egg hunt bead strand. I think there's still a couple of these bead strands left if anybody wants one. I feel like there's only like 2 or 3 left though. So we're almost out of it. And I literally just took that bead strand and strung it on my Appraise wire and added a really fun little tier cast clasp. So this necklace is really easy, really easy to use. And so it turned out nice because the Appraise wire plays so well with these colors, with the purple and the turquoise. And it doesn't overwhelm them. If you use colors with it that will overwhelm it or let it overwhelm them, then it can be a little trickier. It's really nice with like dark greens. It's great with turquoise, purple. I've also seen it used with blues. Blues can be really lovely with the Appraise. Here's the bracelet I made with the kit as well. And you can see I used the Appraise wire. So it's really pretty. I'm sad to see it go, but we are streamlining our color line as well as our findings. And that's mostly because I want to be able to offer a different color at some point. So by streamlining down to 12 of your favorite colors, we can then hopefully bring in a new color here and there that we haven't had before, rather than investing in the same colors time and time again. So you will find a curated color category that Kristen made. I'm sure Thomas is going to link to it, and check it out for Appraise. These spools are 15% off now. And then this week only, you get that additional 20% off of that entire category. And it is automatic. So I hope you'll check that out. The egg hunt designs going up in the VIB studio group are fantastic. I'm loving seeing what you guys are making. So thank you for posting your designs. We still have some of our resort chic design kits left. If you want to grab one, it is styled after a famous resort wear designer. And we picked a print that she had used and just loved it. So it's got some really great colors in it. We sold out of the blue bead strand that matches the kit. We have like 2 or 3 of the pink left, but not many. So if you wanted to get a bead strand with the kit, now would be the time to do that. So you can get one of those pink strands at the very least with your resort chic design kit. All right, so one of our things that is going on closeout is our Pro Econo Flex in the longer length. We will still have Pro Econo Flex. We will just only have it in 15-foot spools once we have completely closed out the 30-foot spools. So right now we've got our medium 30-foot spool of gold, which is handy because right now we don't have any 24 karat gold available in regular stock, which, ooh, that's a good point. The 24 karat gold outlet should also be 10% off this week, right, Kristen? I see you're here. Maybe you can help me work that out. But I think there's 24 karat gold outlet. There aren't a whole lot of them left because they've been selling. They have little black spots on them, and that's why they're an outlet. But if you can work around that and it's no big deal to you, you can get an additional 10% off on that. Anything in the outlet and anything in closeout, you can get an additional 10% off this week, in addition to the discount that they already have. Oh, great. Yeah, Kristen's saying that's true. I'm not making it up. Now, if you can't get past the little black spots in the outlet 24 karat, you could try our Pro Econo Flex in a gold. And this gold's really pretty. This is a gold that is in the nylon coating of the beading wire. This is one of our only beading wires that are made in China to our specifications. So this is not a soft flex. It's not soft flex beading wire. It's made by our company. But it is using a different steel and a different braiding system and a different kind of nylon. So it's a little bit more stiff. It's not as flexible. It doesn't knot as well, but it is still, it's still an okay product to use. And it's fun because you can get this really fun gold tone in the Pro Econo Flex. So I'm going to pull off a length of wire and we're going to work with some check glass beads that have also been in our shop for like a million years. I've had these on my desk waiting for an opportunity to play with them. And I think today is the day. These beads remind me so much of Sonoma right now because Sonoma has this beautiful mix in the spring of green and yellow. They get these like, I think they're mustard seed flowers, but I probably don't have the correct name for them. But it's green hills, and then they have these beautiful bursts of yellow flowers everywhere. And now that you're starting to see the California poppies, which are orange as well. And they just look so much like Sonoma. And then in addition, they're little grapes, which is, I mean, could you get more Sonoma than that? So we're going to do a pair of earrings today as kind of an ode to Sonoma, where Soft Flex Company is located. I'm just going to grab my tools. I don't know why I left them on the other side of the table here, but I have staycation brain. I'm still on vacation. Let me get a few tools out and we will get started. So I was thinking about just a quick pair of earrings, since I do have staycation brain, that I can make using this fun strand of beads. You can find these beads in our check glass bead section. They are discounted. They're under $5 for the strand of beads. And let me pull them off and we'll take a better look at just one. It's a little easier to see when they're in pieces, right? So here's what just one looks like. And of course, yellow is a popular color this year. It's been really fun since I love yellow so much. I painted my front door yellow, you guys. That's how much I love yellow. And let me get more crimps than that because I'm going to let me just leave it open there. I'm in love with yellow. I'm even more in love with yellow than I normally would be, which is kind of crazy. So I'm going to start out with just a little piece of wire, and I'm just going to play around with this. Nothing needs to be perfect. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, and that's okay. We're just going to kind of open things up. I have kind of a general idea in my head what I think I might want to do, but we're going to play around and see if it works out, okay? So I took some of my wire and I'm going to attach to this tiara cast ring. This is the smallest size of the tiara cast rings that we carry. We have 3 sizes. So this would be the smallest one. I see Joy is saying, let me grab your comment there, Joy. Got my mystery kit today and totally loved it. I'm so glad to hear that. I've been hearing some really good feedback about the Resort Chic. I think it's really fun because it's such an unusual color combination. Let's see, Maria. Hi, Sara and Makers, listening in the car while running errands. Oh, glad to see you here. Thank you for being here. Yes, these beads are on the Soft Flex website. Yeah, they're in the check glass bead section. So you would go to shop and then beads and then check glass beads. I think is the is the direction, or one of my wonderful coworkers can link to it, I'm sure. Jessica asked how my vacation was. It was wonderful. We did a lot of work around my house. As you can tell by my poor fingernails, we did a lot of painting and rough handiwork. Okay, so I've got my wire through my crimp, my 2x2 millimeter gold-filled Softflex crimp into my small ring from Tierra Cast. And then I am going to straighten my wires out side by side. And let's see how these magicals work on this Pro Econo Flex. I feel like I've used them on here before, but the magical crimping pliers were created to be used with Softflex beading wire. The inventor, when she was making them, she only used Softflex, and she prefers our crimps too. But I haven't used it a ton on the Pro Econo Flex, but I'm hopeful it'll have enough of a grit in that nylon coating that I can anchor down into it. So now I'm taking my crimping pliers and I'm going to compress in the 4 corners. And then I'm just going to kind of gently go around the whole crimp, tightening it down. Boy, I missed you guys. Angela said she got her mystery kit ordered. Oh, good. I'm glad. Lala said she just ordered 2. Oh, I'm glad you got the extra discount. Terrific. Thank you for your orders. We really appreciate it. We are going to have a live sale tomorrow. If you're a big fan of our live sales, it will be at 1 p.m. Pacific time right here on the Softflex Company Facebook page. If you're on YouTube, we can only do it on Facebook, unfortunately, at this point. Maybe someday we'll be able to get onto YouTube as well. But just because we have to keep track of all those comments, it can be a little tricky. So I'm thinking about just doing some different lengths and dangling my beads at the bottom. Let's see what that might be like. I can also open up these seed beads if I want to add like a little more color. Let's put a few yellow seed beads on just to like beef up the yellow a little bit, since that's one of my favorite colors. But we'll add a couple here and there. So I rushed to the office yesterday to look at the beads for the live sale because I wanted to take a picture of them. And I was super impressed. So if you want to see some of the beads that are going to be in the live sale, there's a picture on our Instagram or in the Facebook group. If you're a Facebooker, you can find them there. So I just strung 3 seed beads. I think they're like a size 8 seed bead in yellow. I'm going to leave some of that wire exposed. I like the gold wire color, so I'm just going to leave it showing. Straighten my wires out. You want to make sure anytime you have something hanging that it's going to hang nicely from your loop. Don't make the loop so tight that it hangs sideways. Make sure the loop's big enough that it'll hang nicely. We're going to hang a few of these from this little ring and see what it looks like. And you could do this not just as earrings, you could also do a pendant. You could do a bigger version by using a bigger ring if you want to, for a pendant in the front of a necklace. So there's the start. You can see my little grape at the bottom, or cluster of grapes. Let's do at least 2 more at different lengths. Let me grab some more crimps. Jessica says she hasn't opened the new kit yet. She's still designing with the peacock and the egg hunt kit. Well, you got time on the egg hunt, right? Please don't tell me it's the end of April already. I can't believe how fast things are going. I got my first shot, you guys, while I was on vacation. I got it on Easter. I will have my second shot at the beginning of May. I had to delay it just a little bit because I got some good news while I was on vacation. I am going to be on JTV's Jewel School. I will be doing it virtually from home through Skype. And I will be doing it that last week of April and beginning of May. And so my shot was scheduled for just like a day or two. My second shot was scheduled for a day or two before the first show. And I thought, ooh, what if I don't feel good? What if I get a fever? You know, I hear some people get a fever. And I just can't imagine going on a TV show like that and not feeling well. So I scheduled it for a week later, a little over a week later. And I think that'll be better. So I have to wait a little bit longer, but at least I know I'll be able to handle being on JTV, which is going to be really fun. So the dates for that, I wrote them down somewhere here. If you want to put them on your calendar, I will be on JTV on Jewel School Tuesday morning, April 27th. It is the 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time show, or what is that, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern time. And then I'm going to be on the Sunday morning show, May 2nd. And this one's really going to be hard, you guys. It's 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. Pacific time. 5 a.m. I have to be at a morning meeting at 4 a.m. on a Sunday morning, but it's worth it because I love Jewel School and I'm excited to go visit again, even if it is just virtual. So you can catch me that day, and that 5 a.m. would be 8 a.m. Eastern time. If you're a Jewel Schooler, I'm sure you know those scheduled times for the show. Jean says, I'll be fine. Oh, I'm sure I will be. I just didn't want to chance it. It's one thing when I'm just doing my own show here on Facebook or YouTube and I can cancel if I don't feel well. But JTV is a little bit more, it's a commitment. I don't want to miss that commitment. So that's why I'm being a little extra careful. But I am excited to get my second shot and spend my 2 weeks. So I kind of like it with 2, but I think I'm going to try a third. Super fun. Let's see. Let me get a crimp. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I've been on Jewel School before. It's so fun. I appreciate everyone cheering me on, and I hope you'll watch. They do such a nice job there. I'm excited to be able to visit again. So I'm on to my next little piece here. And I will be using a new crimping plier on JTV. I'm going to be using the Terra crimping plier. Are any of you guys familiar with that? They're sending me a pair, and I'm going to test it out and talk about it. But I have never used it before. Oh, good. Catherine says she's in the JTV Facebook group. It's going to be really fun. Okay, this one I think I'm going to do the shortest yet. So I'm going to leave myself a good amount of space here. They're sending me some beads that they'll be selling that day too. So I'm going to have some fun projects that I get to create using the beads that they plan on showing with our wire in a bunch of different colors. Oh, Brenda loves the Terra crimper. The channel call letters are JTV. It is a nonstop shopping network. And it can be, you can also watch it on their website. If you don't have cable, you can watch it on their website as well. I just realized you could probably switch around the the order of things if you wanted to. If you didn't want them to be the longest in the middle, you could move this one around to the other side and you could dangle them from longest to shortest, which is kind of fun. I'm going to do longest in the middle for right now. And come up here and get my crimp. Now it can be a little tricky to crimp next to a glass seed bead. So make sure that you get that crimp centered inside of your crimping plier. And make sure you don't accidentally have that little glass seed bead in there because you can really snap and break it. So you want to be real careful. Get my little 4-corner ravioli. Oh, you guys have a chat that you do during JTV? That's fun. Sharon says, I'm on the JTV Facebook chat also. Always fun to chat and watch. Oh, neat. You can, Catherine's saying you can also watch it on the in the Facebook group. So you can watch it there instead of watching it on your TV or the website. You can go to their Facebook group and watch it. I don't know if I'm a member of their Facebook group. I'm going to have to check that out. All right. There we go. I'm going to attach my ear wire. Kind of a fun little ode to Sonoma and spring colors in Sonoma. Sonoma is so green and it has just these beautiful pops of yellow right now that are just really, really lovely. Like I said, you could make this into a pendant as well. You could use a bigger ring, the medium sized or the large ring if you wanted to, and just do a really nice long strand. You can see how that Pro Econo Flex looks pretty gold. It's, you know, a different shade of gold than the tiara cast ring or the ear wire, but it does still have kind of a pretty shade of gold. More of an antiqued color. And so you can incorporate it into your gold colored jewelry rather than the 24 karat gold, which is going to look more like this tiara cast ring or the ear wire. So something kind of fun, nice pop of color for spring. And yeah, so I have about a zillion things to do since I was gone for so long. So I'm going to keep it simple today with just a pair of earrings. And I'll probably pop over to our Instagram page and do something unique there on Instagram Reels if you want to check that out later today. Maybe I'll make a pendant version of the earring. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, thank you. Gail saying very pretty. Very pretty. I love yellow and green together. Very spring-like. I don't really think of those colors mixing well together, but it makes sense, right? They're next to each other on the color wheel, right? And Brenda said, if you're watching JTV on the Facebook group, they have a drawing for $25 that they put on your account to use. Just a little added bonus for watching and commenting during the live show. That's smart. Thank you for that tip. That's a great tip. Our Instagram is at Softflex Company. You can find us on Instagram. We have unique content there. We also post pictures of everything that we make everywhere else on Instagram. So it's a great place to follow us and just see a snippet of everything that's going on. I might be talking about the dill plants. You're right. I think they're also called a mustard seed plant, but they're really beautiful on the hills in Sonoma in the spring. They look just great. Did I miss anything else important? Oh, Karen's excited to see me on Jewel School again. It's been a long time. I know. Yes, I think after I had Evelyn was maybe the last time that I was on. So it's probably been about 5 years. They carry Softflex pretty regularly, but I just haven't been back to the show. So I'm excited to visit again and see what's happening. I'm a little worried just about the time of day and the light. I've got to figure out how to get some good light going, but we'll make it work, right? So thanks to everyone for being here. And you can find the products that I used today to make this pair of earrings, and I'll make a second one and post it. You can find the products. How cute is that? You can find the products that I used today on our website, which is softflexcompany.com. Don't forget to look at the outlet section to get the extra 10% off on top of all the discounts, so up to 60% off. Don't forget the closeouts, which are up to 30% off, and then you get the additional 10%. So you could get up to 40% off this week. And the Appraise curated color category. I'm a little sad because I love each one of our colors. And so anytime we have to say goodbye to one of them, it's kind of a sad day, but it'll be around for a while. We have a decent amount of stock. So you can check that out as well. I will be back tomorrow for the live sale. I will see you at 1 p.m. Pacific time for the live sale. And we will have giveaways every 30 items. And it will be fun and exciting like normal. And we're excited to sell you some more beads tomorrow. So in the meantime, check us out at softflexcompany.com. Bye, everybody.